And I'm not going to talk you through all the different things I wish I had said or the things I had done differently, because I'm not a big believer in picking apart interactions either. Because I could sit here all day and say, like, I wish I had asked this question earlier, or not let it linger for so long, or not just said, hey, or not said, do you come here often, or who are these people, or like all the weird things that I did say in those moments. Like, I could pick that apart like I'm doing right this second for so long. I really could do that for a while. And I'm just not a big believer in that anymore, because I don't think it gets you anywhere. Like, I used to be that type of person where I would leave that night and be like, oh, fuck, like, I should have done this differently. I should have done that differently. Like, I wish I said this. I wish I said that. Like, I should have asked a question more. I should have smiled more. I should have nodded more. I should have, like, no. Like, the more you pick apart the interactions, the more you just drive yourself insane. The more you stay in that moment and overanalyze and like index this moment for yourself, like, the worse it gets, because you just feel worse and worse about yourself. So I'm now a big believer in just moving on to the next, accepting that that is what you did in the moment. It didn't work out. And now you kind of have that information about that interaction, and you can now go try something different or change your way in or your confidence toward that moment. Had I been less awkward, maybe it had gone differently. Sure. Had I done this thing, maybe it would have gone differently. Had I done this or that or whatever, like, there are so many different things you can spin yourself into a cycle about. And my advice here is to stop putting your interactions under a microscope. Especially when you're putting yourself out there and trying to be confident and trying to, like, believe in yourself for a little bit. Stop thinking so deeply and intensely about every interaction you've had. As I recall, in extreme and excruciating detail, an interaction that I had from 3 years ago. I never said I wasn't a hypocrite, but, like, I seriously do mean that. Like, the only reason I have that so deeply ingrained inside my brain is because I spent so much time thinking and overthinking about that specific interaction. I spent so much time analyzing the way I was weird or uncool, or kind of like beating myself up for what was otherwise a pretty harmless and awkward interaction, which everybody has. Like, there's really no harm in that. That's why I say it was harmless. So stop beating yourself up for being awkward. We're all awkward. We all say the wrong thing or wish we could have said something differently. Instead of beating yourself up for it, use it as information or like intel about, okay, I did that last time. I want to change that up. I don't want to do that again. I want to do something a little bit differently. Like, okay, now that I did that, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to use a different tactic or a different pickup line, or say something a little bit differently, or smile, or like be a little bit more confident in the interaction, and stand up a little taller and seem a little bit more confident. Like, now that I did that, I'm going to try something else. Maybe I will stand up a little taller, or be a little bit more confident in myself, or ask a question that I'm actually curious about, or give a compliment that I actually mean, instead of saying the thing that I think I'm supposed to say. And I think that is the first and most important role when going into flirting. Let it all go. To the best of your ability, try not to overthink and analyze everything you say and every move you make. Go into each interaction with a clear headspace, forgetting about the past interactions you've had, because those are over. This person is not the last person. This girl that you're talking to is not the last girl that you fumbled. This is a completely new opportunity, so do not bring your baggage from the last one to this one. This is an entirely new flight with new passengers and new flight attendants, and you are the pilot. You can choose to take off in an entirely new direction and get to 10,000 feet again. Like, you don't have to just not take off again. You can try and land the plane well. It may be a little rocky. There may be some turbulence. But you don't have to crash just because you crashed last time. This flight has the potential to be your smoothest yet. So don't act like it's the last flight.